Hello and welcome to my channel Close to the Edge. My name is Pat, where we talk about all things prog rock, classic rock, heavy rock, and maybe even a sticker rock, Kevin.
Can't forget the sticker rock, Pat.
No, sticker rock. I have Kevin back with me today.
Thanks for having me back, Pat.
Yeah, and today, Kevin, we're doing an interesting one, I think.
Yeah, you've set a hard task now, so yeah.
I have done, yeah. It's our perfect 10 studio albums.
Right, where all the tracks are great.
Every track is as good as one other.
Oh, okay.
They all had to reach a 10.
Right. Fair enough.
And there might be an odd album here and there that we might think are better than some of these albums, because there might be 5 amazing tracks.
Oh, yeah,
but one track lets it down.
Okay. Gotcha.
In our opinion, of course.
Yeah, in our opinion.
In our
it's
opinion.
only our opinion.
But anyway, without further ado, Kevin,
Kick it off.
kick it off. Number 10. And
Right, Pat.
it doesn't matter what order these are in.
No, they're all great albums.
We're giving them 10 to 1, but they're all amazing.
They're all amazing. They are. Okay. My first one, Pat, is
Look at the size of this thing.
Rory Gallagher's
You see it? I can see it perfectly, Kevin, yeah?
Rory Gallagher's first solo album after he
Taste.
disbanded Taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was this came out in 2021, the 50th anniversary of this brilliant album. And obviously I have the vinyl, but this is just a CD box set. But this is one of the unusual times, Pat, where the CD is every bit as good, maybe even better than the original.
Is it?
It is. It's fantastic. And you don't have to buy this big fancy box. You can buy this as a standalone single CD,
That's right, I see that on
Yeah.
Amazon, yeah.
or as a on record. They've redone it on vinyl as well.
Is it that good, Kevin?
So that's a brilliant album. Yeah, I'm a big Gallagher fan. As
I
you
know, yeah. I know, yeah.
And that'll be one of my top 2 or 3 favourite albums. I love it. Brilliant
Love
album.
it.
All the tracks are great on it. Nothing weak on it, which is the criteria you set me.
No filler on it.
No, all killer, no filler.
Yeah, it's everything is boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, it's a great album. 1971. It's for a man at 23 doing his first kicking out on his own, like
Yeah, that's all he was.
after Taste.
23.
23, yeah, but talented. Brilliant album.
Oh, genius of guitars.
Yeah,
Absolute
so-
genius.
And a great songwriter. Great singer.
Yeah, it suited his
Yeah.
music, obviously, yeah.
So that's my number 10, Pat. Great
Okay.
Rory Gallagher.
A great kick-off, Kevin. Great kick-off. My number 10 is Rush Signals, Kevin.
Ah, yeah.
You
Brilliant.
remember when we heard this album
Yeah, we were watching an Irish band.
called Mama's Boys?
That's right, and the sound check, the album hadn't even been released.
Hadn't been released.
But they had toured with him in Canada,
That's correct.
and they had tapes of it, and we were blown away by the Analog Kid, if I remember.
Yes. Oh, it just blew us away.
It was the way, yeah.
But
But
the
great
thing-
album.
The thing why I always prefer this album to Moving Pictures
Do
is,
you?
I do actually, is because every track on it is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
You know, every track
Oh, it's a great
is
album.
as good as one other, and I think it's the last album they had with Terry Brown.
Yes, after that they sort of, I
Grace.
think they lost their sound.
They did lose their sound.
Yeah, now fair enough, they were looking to do something else, but
Different, yeah. They were trying to be progressive, but I think they were
Yeah.
being, I don't know.
yeah.
It's hard to know. But anyway, that's my number. Signal. You love that album, Kevin.
Oh,
Brilliant.
a brilliant album. I wouldn't have it better than Moving Pictures now. Moving Pictures is a better album in my opinion.
I
But
wa-
for the purpose of this,
For purpose of this,
all the tracks.
every track on it is a 10 out of
so
10.
what track then of Moving Pictures do you not like as much?
Well, not like it's a 9 out of 10. It's not a 10 out of 10. Vital Signs.
Ah, of course, yeah.
You see, it's just a fraction.
But it was leading. It was a precursor.
Yeah,
of
but
what
this
was to
one,
come, wasn't it?
yeah, it starts off sure with Subdivisions.
Yeah, yeah, brilliant.
You know, Countdown, the last track. Then
And lyrically, that's a very strong album. Probably
Oh.
one of his best.
one of his best. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
a great album.
Anyway,
Good one.
Rush.
Yeah, love that album. Number 9, Pat. Number 9 for me is not a perfect album. It is, of course, the mighty AC/DC.
Oh, Back in Black. Yeah,
Back in Black. Fantastic album.
released in 80. Or not 1980,
Released
yeah.
1980, yeah. The first one without Bon Scott, as everybody knows.
Yeah.
And even though I prefer the Bon Scott era, and I would prefer albums like Power Age and Let There Be Rock, I'd have to hand it to this. This is a brilliant
It's a
album.
perfect 10, isn't it?
There's no bad tracks on it.
No, there's not.
It's a fabulous album, and you can see why it sold, whatever it sold, 40,
Over
50 million.
over 50 million at this
Yeah,
stage.
massive. But, a brilliant album.
Oh, from the minute you put the needle down
Yeah, till it's
till you take it up off the
Side
second
two,
side,
yeah.
or throw
Great.
it out if you're playing it on CD or whatever you're
Yep.
doing it on.
brilliant.
Oh, absolutely stunning.
So that'd be my number 9. Great album.
My number 9 is released a year after that,
Oh, yeah.
in 81, Mob Rules.
Great choice. Love it.
I
I always
ta-
prefer that to...
always prefer this to Heaven and Hell because I
Yeah.
think every track
yeah, it's brilliant.
perfect 10 all the way through.
Yeah, it's a brilliant album.
You know, the Sign of the Southern Cross though is something else.
My favourite on that would be Falling Off the Edge of the World.
Oh, another amazing track.
Amazing.
Yeah. But the track
The
Mob
late
Rules,
great Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah.
What a singer.
Oh yeah, one of the greatest in rock music.
Oh, for sure.
One of the greatest.
That's a brilliant album. Good choice there.
Yeah. Absolutely stunning album.
Yeah,
Stunning.
stunning.
Perfect.
And what's that, Pat? Is that like a deluxe?
It's a deluxe kind of thing. I think you have it as well, Kevin.
Oh, I do. I do.
No, it has.
It's got extra tracks and a couple from a soundtrack to the film Heavy Metal.
That's right.
I
yeah.
think Mob Rules was. And then it's got some live stuff as well. Well, we're picking up.
Oh, well, we're picking up this one. Absolutely brilliant. Anyway, that's my number 9, Mob Rules.
Number 9.
By
Right.
Black Sabbath.
Number 8 for me, Pat, is this amazing album. Rush. I get the shine off it there.
Oh yeah,
you go.
Permanent Waves. Yeah,
Permanent Waves.
that's
Yeah.
a that's a record. Which one is that?
Oh, that's the
Kevin?
Mobile Fidelity.
Mofi is they call it.
MoFi, yeah. That came out in 2009, I think. But, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You play that for me. The sound of it, that's incredible.
It is incredible.
It's way better than my CD now.
And it's way better. I have the original US one I bought
Yeah.
back whenever. Oh, it's way better. But it's the reason I picked that album is I agree with you on Moving Pictures. I think Moving Pictures is probably the best album. But Vital Signs would be just a
It's a
little
9
click
out of
down.
10 instead of a 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Whereas on that, with the 6 tracks on it, I think they're all amazing.
Oh, they're all perfect.
Yeah,
That's
brilliant.
That's a great pick, Kevin. That one.
That's a great album, that Permanent Waves. Can't praise it
Yeah, I
enough.
could have put that one in too, like, but I
Yeah.
was tossing up.
So that's
between
my
that.
number 8, is it?
That's your number 8, yeah. My number 8 is the Great German Band. You know how much I love these.
TD.
Tangerine Dream.
Oh, yeah.
And you've heard this album,
That's a
Stratosphere.
great album. I like it.
Every track on it, you know,
Yeah,
it's absolutely brilliant.
great.
Stunning album.
What year, Pat?
76.
Right.
72.
Cool cover, isn't it?
It's a brilliant cover, but and Stratosphere is spelt with the F-E...
F-E-A-R, yeah,
at the
fear.
end, you know. And Invisible Limits on this is the closer on it.
yeah.
Another one.
Yeah,
Boom,
I
boom,
do indeed.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
But this, it's a faultless
Right.
album
Does that have 3 a.m. at the border?
of the March from
Okefenokee.
Okefenokee.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
remember
one.
that. That's a great
But
album.
brilliant, you know, it's just brilliant. You have Edgar Froese, Christopher Franke and Peter Baumann on this.
Right. So if you like your electronic
Yeah.
stuff, that's
This is Peter Baumann's last studio album.
all right.
Yeah.
And 76, you said.
76, yeah, absolutely. I do like that, but I love Tangerine Dream.
Right.
I think they were at the forefront of all that kind of music.
Oh, they probably were themselves in Kraftwerk and
Yeah,
whatever
but they
else
were.
was.
I think they were a step ahead of a lot of them.
Right. I'll take a word for it because it's not a genre I'd be
Yeah,
enamoured with too much, you know.
but if you ever see it, pick it up on LP. But they do. Their music is much better on CD, Kevin.
I was going to say that. I looked at one at a record fair, and if there's any scratches, the tracks and
No, you have to have.
especially with them.
So it gets very low.
Therefore, I think CD would be a better option.
It's the perfect medium for it.
Perfect
Yeah.
medium,
And
like
that's
classical music.
Yeah, that's the remastered version.
Okay, I'll have to have a look for that.
Have a look for that. Anyway, Kevin, that's
Right.
my number 8.
Right, my number 7. You know this album very
Oh,
well.
Inside Out.
My number 7 is the fantastic Argus.
Wishbone Ash.
A beautiful cover, isn't it?
Oh, stunning.
Beautiful Hypnosis cover.
Yeah.
What, 1972.
Yeah, a precursor to Darth Vader.
Precursor to Darth Vader.
Yeah. It is.
Centurion or whatever, yeah. So this is brilliant. I mean, look at all the tracks on this. They're all fantastic. Everything on there is great. You know?
Ah, sure, Time
Sometime
Was.
World, my favourite one. Not Blown Free, King Will Come, Leafing Stream, Warrior, Throw Down the Sword. There's not
You-
one bad track.
Would you think Sometime World is very proggy?
Oh, of course it is.
The bass, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, it's
boom.
very... And the length of it is about 8 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. The bass work on that is superb by Martin
Yeah.
Turner.
It's a brilliant album. Argus is often rightly called their best album. It is.
But didn't that win Album of the Year in some magazine?
In 72.
Yeah,
It did. It beat out a lot of it. I mean, it would have been stiff competition in
they
72.
would. They would, in fairness.
But no, that's a brilliant album. And actually, the CD, you have a CD, excuse me, from 2002, which is like your Mob Rules at Deluxe.
Yeah,
That's even better than the original album, the sound of it. And there's
Yeah.
all extra tracks and everything on it.
I have a CD. Yeah, I have the CD.
So if anyone's
yeah.
hunting for Argus, get the double CD, the deluxe version.
Deluxe version.
Not that expensive. You'll find them.
You find them. Okay,
Yeah.
Kevin, that's a brilliant pick. Brilliant pick.
Great album.
My number 7, Kevin,
Aha.
is, and you have this now on the Analog Productions.
Oh,
which
I do. I have
which I've
the-
heard,
Yes.
which is actually unbelievable.
It is good, isn't
But
it?
the album is unbelievable.
It is.
Genesis, A Trick of a Tale.
Yeah, great album.
There's shine on that, Kevin. I can't see if it's getting off it there.
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah.
There.
Fantastic album.
What an amazing album.
First album without
Without
The choir fella.
yeah, without Peter Gabriel, like,
Peter Gabriel, yeah. Did they do some job?
like you think about it, Peter Gabriel was synonymous, obviously, with Genesis, and they had the Lamb, the final album, a concept album. Now, the Lamb is my favourite Genesis album. There's something about it, the concept, the
Oh, yeah, it's
story.
a brilliant album, yeah.
But that album is a perfect 10.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. Every
Because-
track.
Like the way it kicks off,
Yeah. It's just a fantastic album.
you know, and it kind of ends the way it starts.
It does, yeah.
Doom, 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 doom.
Yeah, the
doom,
theme
doom.
is sort of recurring,
Yeah,
only a
little
bit slower.
A bit slower,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's clever.
Very clever. What an amazing.
Yeah, that's a brilliant album.
In
Good
my
pick,
opinion, their last an amazing album.
It is. I mean, Wind and Woodrun is a really good album.
Yeah, but it's not as good as that.
Oh, no. No, it's not. That's the last brilliant
I
album.
never reached those heights.
Probably my second favourite after Selling Inga by the Pound.
I think it's my.
So it's up there.
Yeah, it's my third. Foxtrot is another one.
Oh, yeah, another great
Oh,
album.
that's another perfect 10 try. I could have put that in as well.
Yeah, you could have, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great album.
Anyway, that's my number 7 from Genesis.
Number 7, right, so we're up to 6.
6 now.
Right, number 6 for me is this album. This version of it, anyway. Pink Floyd's Animals.
That's a perfect 10.
Oh, it is. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
I think it's their only album. It's a perfect 10. I'd be absolutely
Ah,
sure.
it depends. Dark Side of the Moon would be it's close.
No.
Depends on your taste, you know.
It does depend, but it wouldn't be every track wouldn't be 10 out of 10 on Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah,
Bar
I'm only
one.
talking about one maybe.
One track.
And Wish You Were Here as a contender for a 10 out of 10. That's a great album.
It is a strong contender, but that's a better album.
Well, I prefer it. I think it's a better album. And the reason I'm showing that version is I still have my original one I bought
Sound
1980.
is never great after that.
No, it was always sounding a bit teeny. I mean, we've said, we don't want to be repeating ourselves. We've said this before. But this remastered version here is phenomenal.
When I have that, yeah.
Yeah, it's done some job, hasn't it?
Amazing job on that.
Yeah,
It
great.
brings it all out.
It does. I mean, either on CD or LP, you know?
Yeah, it brings it all out to the fore. But what a perfect
A
album.
bit more bass, a bit more clarity. It's,
Yeah.
brilliant. So that would be, for me, a perfect Floyd album. 10 out of 10.
Okay, that's great, Kevin. No, my number 6 is Led Zeppelin's debut album.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, man, sure is a Led Zeppelin fanatic. And we went to see the film, which I have to recommend actually while I'm talking about this. The film is absolutely
Yeah,
stunning.
go and see it a couple of times.
Yeah, but it's absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. But this album, from start to finish,
Some debut.
you know,
Some
good
stuff
times,
on
bad
it.
times.
Brilliant. Even the covers are fantastic on
yeah.
aren't they? The Willie
To
Dixon.
how many more times?
Yeah.
The last track on the album, but you just can't.
Yeah.
It's not an album where you skip anything from.
No.
You just
Well,
have
none
to,
of these are.
no,
You
none
just let
of
them off.
None of them. That's why they're perfect.
Yeah. And 1960, it came out in January 69.
Recorded 68, and
68,
then Jimmy
yeah.
Page gave a very good insight on the film about how they were,
Oh,
what
yeah.
he wanted. Like this man was thinking way ahead.
He had it all formulated.
He had it
didn't
all formulated. He knew
Yeah.
exactly where he wanted to go
Clever-
with the album.
clever chap.
Very clever man, and
Yeah. And he had the right people to do it with.
he had the right people to do it.
John Bonham,
And he
John
had
Paul
a brilliant-
Jones, and
they had a
Robert
brilliant,
Plant.
brilliant manager.
Yeah, they had it. They had it all.
But this is unbelievable. I know I've been on about it before, and you talked about it before.
Yeah, it is unbelievable.
It's just
Brilliant.
unbelievable. Led Zeppelin won.
Yeah, great.
Imagine 69.
Yeah,
Imagine what it was like in 69 when you heard that.
must have been some impact.
Oh, Jesus. Huh?
Amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, great. So what are we up to, Pat? The man who keeps count.
Yeah, we're up now to number
6.
4. No,
Oh.
that was number 6. Now, just before we go to our top 5,
Yeah.
thanks very much to all my new subscribers, returning subscribers and viewers. If you like what you see here today, Kevin, that right?
Absolutely.
Hit that subscribe button, like it, and share it around. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Right, Kevin.
Now we're in the top 5.
Now we're into the top 5.
Right. Well, I could have picked a lot of albums from this band. Not only are they one of my favourite top bands, but I went with Heavy Horses. And that's the Stephen Wilson
Remix.
remix, yeah. And that's a faultless album.
You have a load of versions of that, don't you, Kevin?
I have a few, yeah, but that's pretty
Oh,
damn good.
that's perfect.
But as good as that is, Pat, I think if anyone was getting into that album, this version has to be
Oh,
the ultimate.
I have that. Sure, that's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
isn't it? Fantastic. All the extra stuff on it and everything else.
Everything.
The total book sets, as we said many times on your channel, they set the standard
Oh,
in
they
terms
did.
of quality and quantity.
Their standard is so high.
It is brilliant. Yeah, the 70s total are just amazing. And I think this album is faultless, Pat. I can't.
Yeah, the original album, like if
The
you go with
original
the
album.
original album, it's absolutely fun. But the extra tracks then they had,
Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they?
like,
Yeah, I know.
and the reason why, of
Living in
course,
these hard times, yeah.
If
Jacqueline,
CD was
Cochrane.
around, if CD was around in the late 70s, those tracks wouldn't have been left off the album.
No, that's true. Just there were
They didn't have
constraints
enough.
of vinyl.
They didn't have enough.
No,
for a
20
double,
minutes
yeah.
aside, that's right.
They didn't
But,
have enough for a double album, so they had to leave off
yeah.
stuff.
So that'd be my number 5, Pat.
Oh, brilliant,
The one and only Tull, Heavy Horses.
brilliant.
78.
My number 5 is from King Crimson, released in 1974, Red. I think
Oh,
this is
yeah.
their perfect album.
Yeah, it is. You're
Their
right.
perfect 10 album.
It's brilliant.
I prefer other albums to it because some of the tracks just. But this one is perfect from start to finish.
Great album.
There's no little bitty things in here like some of the albums have. You know, little.
Yeah,
But this, Red, it's the last album they released in the 70s.
right.
Red. You love
Oh,
this.
it is, of course, sir.
Yeah, the last
It is,
album.
of course, until
He
they
split the band up.
fired up again with Adrian Belew and
Discipline. Yeah.
Discipline, yeah.
I think that was 82, was it? 81?
81, I think.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah.
But anyway, you know of this album.
Oh, it's a brilliant album.
It's just unbelievable.
It's brilliant, yeah.
Like, it's one of the best prog albums ever, really.
It is, of course, from one of the best prog bands.
Yeah, one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's my number 5, Red by King Crimson.
My number 4, Pat, is an Elton John album.
It's not Elton John.
Deep Purple.
My favourite band, as everyone knows.
Machine Head. To
That's
me, a perfect album.
That's the 50th
That's
anniversary.
the 50th anniversary.
I didn't get that, Kevin.
Oh, that's brilliant.
did-
Remixed by Dweezil Zappa.
That's right, Frank's young
And
fella.
on the record, then they've included "When a Blind Man Cries," which was a B-side of a single back
That's right.
back in
yeah.
the day. And to be honest with you, there was room for it. They should have put it on the original album. It's a great track, and it's brilliant.
You think that's a perfect 10 then?
Oh, and well it is.
But you know
Machine
how
Head.
fanatical I am on Deep Purple.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a perfect 10
Why not?
because of Never Before.
Never before.
Yeah. You know how much that song just drops the album down.
No, I disagree with you. I don't see anything wrong with Never Before.
Well, it's a great track, but it's not as good as the rest of the album.
No, it's just that has to be. That's a great track, Patty. Yeah.
But an amazing album. Jesus Christ, amazing.
Yeah. No.
Like that most of Made in Japan comes off of that.
Oh, brilliant album. That's 10 out of 10 for me anyway.
Okay.
I love Never Before. I like everything on it.
That's your number 4. My number 4, and this is the original CD now. Broadsword and the Beast. by
Ah,
Triple Tull.
right.
And from start to finish, Beastie down to Cheerio, it's absolutely
Yeah, it's a brilliant album.
stunning. Now I have the remastered version,
That's brilliant as well. The extra
with
10 tracks.
all the extra tracks on it, and of course I have to have the box set as well
Of course you do.
of one of my favourite Jethro Tull albums, and it's a perfect 10.
Yeah, brilliant.
Broadsword and the Beast. It's the first album we heard by him.
It is indeed, yeah.
You got the album,
It's one of the very rare times I bought an album just based on the cover.
but it's absolutely. I know a lot of
Didn't
people.
know anything about them.
I see a lot of reviews on YouTube where they rate Crest and Eve better than that album.
I know, but that's people's opinions, isn't it?
I don't know what universe they're on though.
No.
because
How? I mean,
It's-
that's the perfect blend of old and new Tull
all the new Tull coming together.
technology with
and
mandolins and flutes
Yeah,
and
they got it perfect.
oh, it's a brilliant album.
Every track is.
It's
as
so
as one
good
of-
that the stuff that's left off it,
Oh,
it just goes to show you the quality of stuff he was writing,
yeah,
material
especially
at that
on,
time.
on this one. Look at all the tracks there on the end there.
Jacqueline and
There's so many of them.
down at the end of your road, yeah,
Yeah.
they're brilliant. There are loads of them.
So many of them.
Yeah, great album,
Oh, absolutely stunning. Perfect.
brilliant.
Down to our top 3, Kevin.
Top 3. Ooh, well, you probably guess what my top 3 are, but anyway.
No, that might not necessarily so.
No, Black Sabbath, Paranoid.
Oh yeah.
Amazing album from start to finish. Not one bad track on it.
No, all 10s.
All 10. Even the instrumental, Rat Salad. Everything.
That's very jazzy, isn't it?
Planet Caravan is jazzy.
Oh, Planet Caravan. Yeah.
Rat Salad is the instrumental one. And I think that's what Van Halen called themselves when they were starting out. Rat Salad.
Salad. They could have done, yeah.
I think so.
Some album though, of course. People
But that's-
know that album. Anyone who knows.
Ah,
Salad.
they do. And I mean, it's brilliant. And when you put that on, it just brings you somewhere else. It's just... It never tire of it. How long we listened to that? You got it originally off your uncle back in 1979.
That's correct. Yeah, I got rid of it because I was short of cash.
Yeah.
And Paul
The
Bulger
original
has
Vertigo.
the original. I got rid of it. I think I might got £5 back in the day for it, and he has it. But at least he has it.
Yeah, exactly.
At least someone I know has it.
Probably the biggest Black Sabbath fan I know. He is. But
Probably, yeah.
he would be. But yeah, number 3 for me is a faultless album. So I can't praise that enough.
No, unbelievable.
Your number 3, Pat.
Joe's Garage by Frank Zappa.
Yeah,
Perfect
right.
from start to finish.
Yeah,
I think they brought this out in kind of 79 drips and drabs, kind of single album.
3 volumes, isn't there?
It's 3 vol, yeah, but they're
3
all
records, like originally.
3 records. But this is where he wanted to bring it out, and it's a concept album, and the concept behind it is what if music was banned,
Oh right.
and they had a secret, in Joe's Garage and
Oh yeah.
jamming away, and
All right.
he brought out Catholic girls then to the response of Jewish Princess, which was on Shake Your Booty.
Right.
He got an awful lot of flack from that, but he was a Catholic, so he brought out Catholic girls.
Ah.
And you have so many brilliant tracks. It's one of the best concept albums ever. Like, the man was phenomenal.
Yeah, he had some output. 79, you said.
79.
Yeah, I like his 70 stuff mainly.
Yeah, but that's
80s
one
is
you
a
would
bit-
have to get, Kevin.
I will. I've been trying to hunt it down on vinyl, but it's
Yeah, I know it's very hard. It's crazy
yeah,
prices.
crazy prices.
But anyway, that's
Might have to
the
settle for
genius
the
Frank
CD.
Zappa with Joe's Garage.
Right, good stuff. I'm not surprised you picked a bit of Zappa.
I have to. Jesus, what do you expect of me with Zappa?
Number 2 for me, Pat. It's this amazing album. Jimi Hendrix's debut.
Oh, that's superb. That's faultless.
Oh, that's a faultless album,
Perfect
isn't
10.
it?
Yeah, perfect 10.
And I mean, for a double album with all those tracks on it, there's not one bad track on it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, the thing he has in common with Frank Zappa, he came out with his first album, and both of them released in the same year.
Yeah.
Both double studio albums.
Brilliant, yeah, brilliant.
But that one, it was. I don't think there's an awful lot of music after would have coming out only for that album.
Oh, very influential. We did that on your, remember,
Yeah,
best
yeah.
debut albums. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that is
massively
just so
influential.
influential. And I know the next album he brought out was a little bit. Obviously, how could he better that?
Oh, Axis Bold as Love.
But he did better than Electric Lady. That.
He did. Electric Ladyland's amazing.
Like,
Another double.
3 albums they had, like, and just phenomenal.
Phenomenal, yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's up there. So, and that version too, Pat, is a 1997 repressing done with the original engineer Eddie Kramer.
Yeah,
So it sounds brilliant.
Great sound of it. I have them
Brilliant.
mastered on CD with the extra tracks on it.
Yeah, they're
and
great.
And it sounds brilliant, though.
Yeah, they're brilliant. CD or LP, they're brilliant. Whatever.
Yeah,
Just get your hands on it.
exactly. Now, my number 2 is Deep Purple and Rock.
Oh, that's a faultless album.
It's their only perfect 10 album, and they're my favourite band, in my opinion.
Right. So
That
you're not
every-
going to give in and agree that Machine Head is.
No, this is perfect.
It is.
And it's not my favourite album. My favourite album is Fireball, for all its flaws, for some strange reason. But this
Probably
is
because it's proggy, you see.
more proggy, probably.
Yeah,
than
that
this.
might be something to do with it.
I'd say it has a lot to do
Yeah,
with
it
it.
has a lot to do with it.
Yeah, prog.
Yeah.
But this is perfect.
Yeah, it's a great
I
album.
haven't we heard that, Kevin? I know people have heard us say this before, but
Yeah, exactly. Off
it's
a,
just,
a little tape. Wasn't
you
it?
know, it starts off with Speed King, like, and
Probably the ultimate start to any track by anybody.
Yeah.
It's just mayhem
mayhem.
right at the start.
And it gets better. And I just all
And
the
believe it or
album
not, the original US version of that left that off.
left
start.
left the start off.
Yeah, they thought it was too noisy.
Yeah,
That's insane.
insane. I know that.
But anyway.
Bet you Led Zeppelin wouldn't have done that. With
No,
their
they had
albums.
a lot of control though.
But you see, that's the difference.
That's the difference.
That is the difference.
That's
They
a
would-
great number 2, pal. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, in rock, Deep Purple.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Alright. Number 1,
Ah, sure.
surprisingly enough, Led Zeppelin's 4th album. Untitled, whatever you want to call it, Led Zeppelin 4.
Yeah, it was untitled really because he didn't
Was,
have a
yeah.
title. Yeah.
Oh, very clever, yeah. He said the music can speak for itself. You
That's
can
what he
see the
did say,
critics getting
yeah.
onto them.
Yeah.
And, yeah, what can I say about that? That hasn't been said already.
Led Zeppelin 4. Sure. Anyone who's into rock music will know Led Zeppelin 4.
They would, and people who are casual listeners, I've often said to me, more than I'm a fanatic on the band,
Yeah.
I've often said, Misty Mountain Hop and Four Sticks are a bit down. I don't think so. I think they're brilliant. They're just different.
No, that's a perfect.
Who else was doing stuff like
No,
that?
that's a perfect 10.
It's like a mantra, that Four Sticks. You know?
No, that's a perfect 10 album.
That's a brilliant, brilliant album. So,
Sure.
again, Pat, there's a reason that sold so many.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
a lot of people just know it for Stairway to Heaven, but you know, When the Levee Breaks, Black Dog, Rock and Roll,
Yeah, but it's
Atlas
just-
Evermore.
It's incredible.
There's some stuff on it, isn't there?
But as we said, for this purpose of this video,
Purpose of this, that would be, I recommend that to anybody.
and the Japanese one you have there.
That's a 1976 Japanese pressing.
yeah, with the Obi. I love the way the Japanese do that. I can't understand why the Europeans, the Americans, can't put a sash on it with all the information you need by a quick glance.
Well, they do now. Abbey Road do it.
yeah, but why
Abbey
can't they
Road
all
Half
do
Speed
it?
Masters have an OB, and I think there's a couple of others have OBs on.
But
them.
I'd love to know why they can't do it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those. It's unique to Japan. It's just
Yeah, but the minute you look at it, you can read whatever it says there. They know exactly what. You don't have to be going into
suppose.
it looking at it's there.
yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
I love it. I love the idea of it.
yeah, that's my number one anyway.
Brilliant
Surprisingly,
number. Yeah, surprisingly. My number one is the name of my channel, Kevin.
of course, Pat.
Close to the Edge.
Ah, yes,
And I have this ordered for the Analog Productions, like yourself,
we both have. Yeah,
end of March, and I can't wait to
can't
get
wait
it.
for that now. The 45 RPM.
Yeah, because I've always thought this album sounded, production-wise, good to very good.
Bit trebly.
Bit trebly. And I would say now, going by Analog Productions, because you have
I have a few of them. Yeah,
a lot of Analog Productions,
yeah.
and the sound.
Sound is unbelievable.
I know you have a brilliant turntable,
Mm.
but the sound is unbelievable. No,
It
I
is.
mean, it's not just
Really good.
that much better. It's so
You think
much
so?
better.
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
There's a gulf there.
Yeah.
And I'd say if you put one on before it and then put on the Analog Productions at 45 RPM,
Yes.
I know people say, oh yeah, you'll have to cut close to the edge in half.
half.
So be it, I'll have to turn over on the other side.
Yeah, big deal. It doesn't bother you if you're into vinyl.
No.
It doesn't bother you if you want the ultimate version of that, which it will be.
Oh, I
Because
can't
I got
wait.
Fragile a few weeks ago and played it, and it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's actually incredible.
No, I haven't heard that one yet off you. Have I heard that off you yet?
No.
No.
You've heard Genesis though,
Oh, I did. Trick of a Tale.
and the first Yes album, the Yes album,
I have, and I've heard Selling
Selling
England.
and the Toll Stand Up.
Stand up. Incredible.
Yeah, they're brilliant. What a company! It's a pity they cost so much here in Ireland for us to get them.
What, it's
Like in America, it's €60, $60. You know,
come at €100.
it's 100 here again, postage and import tax and all the rest of it.
But they look fabulous.
They look fabulous, and I can tell you now, I only have about a dozen of them, so they're worth it.
One of the airworks.
They're absolutely amazing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, imagine if they did Led Zeppelin, I'd be poor.
Oh, I know you would. Many have Led Zeppelin albums maybe now at the moment 200,
Go on, Elwood.
possibly 250. Anyway, that's where we must leave it. So, what do you think of that, viewers and subscribers? Your perfect 10 albums. They don't have to be your favourite albums, but every track on it. In other words, you wouldn't actually skip.
Yeah,
I know on an LP you'd have to get up and skip it,
yeah.
but on CD, a lot of people have this, and on their Spotify and all that stuff, whatever they call it.
I haven't a clue about any of that stuff.
No,
but
no,
yeah.
streaming, whatever they call it, they can skip and shuffle and this, whatever. That's the young people.
But that's the criteria you said. You said a hard one, but I enjoyed that. It was a good
No, the
one.
criteria was there that they had to be all.
And difficult to
Perfect.
pick back because there's plenty that the two of us could have picked. Plenty more.
Because
A few
loads
there,
more,
isn't there?
loads more. And you have loads, Kevin.
There's
Loads more.
Yeah, but those 10, that's today's pick.
They
anyway.
fit the bill, as they say. Anyway,
They do.
we'll leave it there, Kevin, okay?
Right.
And until the next time here on Close Ears, nice to be nice, and take care of whatever you're doing. And hopefully I'll see you very soon here on Close to the Edge. From Kevin and from me, bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.